Hello YouTube, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney and I've been emailed a question for the channel. I don't want to use this person's name because it seems like a real name and I don't want to identify them. Um, Here's the question. I have another question for your channel. I, as well as several coworkers of mine, have caught another coworker sleeping, sometimes even snoring, at his desk occasionally. The problem here is nepotism. It is rampant at our office, and his mother is the office manager. I have brought this up to his direct supervisor on a couple of occasions, and he laughed it off. Any suggestions? Okay, so my answer may annoy you a little bit. Generally, I think if a coworker is doing something that is crappy, but it's not directly harming you, stay out of it. It's just my thought as an employment attorney, right? That's kind of, it's not your job. But I also definitely understand that, like, in many jobs and in many roles, this person sleeping on the job can be difficult and or dangerous for you, right? And I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know the specifics, but I'm going to assume that is the case. For the rest of my answer, just because if it's not dangerous or difficult for you, I would say leave it alone, right? That's let the managers take care of that one otherwise, right? But if it is dangerous or difficult for you, I would say document. Nepotism is always annoying, but in most private enterprises, it is legal in the United States in many, many, many jurisdictions. So his mommy being the office manager sucks. It sucks so much, right? So what you're gonna have to do is get an idea of, like, can you take pictures in your office? Can you film in your office? Is that against the office rules? Is that against the state rules, right? Or just wherever the county rules for wherever you are, parish rules. Who knows, right? If you're down south, right? So get a feel for that, and then if you can document, document. If you can't document, get multiple witnesses, and then operate as a group, right? And go together and be like, hey, this fella's sleeping on the job, and it is either difficult or dangerous for us, right? And here's why. And then go as a group, make sure, maybe have a statement, have everybody signed it clearly with their names spelled out so they can't later deny that they signed it, right? Like, get pen to paper, get things documented, and go as a group, and then hope for the best. That's the best advice I can give you. And it just stinks. Nepotism always stinks. It is a departure from the meritocracy that we as a culture can ill afford. And there's just so many instances of nepotism just actively harming people in the real world today, and it's so disappointing. So I'm sorry you have to deal with this. I'm also sorry that my answer is not, like, the most helpful, but it's I don't really specialize in sticking it to employees. I understand why you would if this is difficult or dangerous for you. It's just not really what I do, right? Unless he's doing something discriminatory, right? Well, that would be different. I'll go get him at that point. But yeah, I hope this is helpful, and it's always good to hear from you. And like and subscribe if this is helpful. Helps me to help more people just like you. Take care.